Okay, there we go. Hello, good evening, everyone. I am, well, debatable. I did click go live like before 9:30, but at that point in time, my hair was still like dripping with water. I've only done like the first step of my skincare. I just put on some serum. So while that's going on, I am going to I'll just do a little bit of farming, if you would. I do want to pull for Cypher, which is why I'm going to farm for the resources right now. But we'll see if we get Cypher or not. I don't know, right? We don't know anything right now. Okay, so hi. Hello everybody. I hope everyone had a more relaxing day than I did. I'm just gonna be like talking a little bit while I do my skincare. I just need to do like a bit of lotion. Not lotion. Moisturizer, dry my hair, which is not really dry my hair. It's just comb my hair out and stuff. I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit. There we go. So, yes, I came home late today because another one of my colleagues was leaving today. Today was her last day, and you know, like the last 10 minutes. No, we spent an extra 10 minutes just saying farewell to her. Hello, Anna. Thank you for coming. I was just gonna, yap a little bit while I do a bit of skincare. If you can hear that, yeah. That's my moisturizer. My hair is still wrapped up in a towel and it's like dripping wet. But yeah, a little bit of yap session, isn't it? It's just I just want to yap a little bit before we get to playing. In the meantime, I'm running auto on farming for some stuff because I do plan to pull for Cypher, but whether I succeed is a different story, right? So, yes, I had a really tiring day today. Oh, that's my mic. I had a really tiring day today, as most office people do. But today, and actually off late, I don't know what's with work, but it feels like it's just been non-stop busy of new things and stuff that I have to catch up on. There's like, oh my god, I get like there's like I get very tense by the end of the day, and then when I come back, I just want to not move. Story of my life. I today had a big meeting. It's a monthly meeting, and like the main report is done by me. Like literally just me. Like I basically took over it because to do the report, to refresh the report is very, very tedious. Unfortunately, like my company is still a little bit behind on the Excel and stuff, so it's like complicated reports are done in Excel. We don't have like a BI tool that we can use. We are going to implement one soon, but not so soon for this particular report, which is very frustrating. Because this report has a lot of data sets and formulas and stuff, which makes it complicated and difficult to run. So I was doing that report the entire day yesterday because to even pull for the data is like I need to pull like millions of lines, literally millions of lines from our database, and that took like 6 hours because the system was so slow yesterday, slower than usual. So it's like yesterday I came home at 8:30. Yeah, I came home at 8:30. What did I do? Luckily I didn't have to cook. I like had some leftovers that I could eat. And I could rest a little bit, but I was like so tense and I didn't relax enough that I ended up not sleeping on time. Because I'm the kind of person that I have to wind down and wind down properly. I hate data that has, yeah. You see, I don't mind handling many data, but the system must be able to handle it, right? I'm using a system which is just purely Excel, by the way. I'm using Excel to handle millions of lines across 6 different like departments of the reports. So it's like, and each department is like progressively bigger than the other. So yeah, there was that. So then I prepared the report yesterday. Today we did like, me and my senior did like a small checkings and stuff that, but it was like it wasn't really enough. But we did what we could, and then 2 o'clock in the afternoon today was like the big meeting. We luckily for the meeting we didn't really have to present. It was another department that had to present, like based off of our report from the previous months. So we would just prepare the report for like the latest update, like what happened after everything that the other departments were supposed to handle, what was the data looking like, that kind of thing. But no matter how much I check, no matter how much my seniors check, by the time it comes to the meeting, there's always one particular part. It's not like a huge thing, but there's a noticeable part of the report that's like slightly off. And then today I noticed 2 places that happened, you know, and it's like, I today like my top went out. I gave 0 fucks already. I gave 0 fucks already. And my superior brought up like, can we move this report to our new BI tool? And I also say it's like, I also want to move this report to our new BI tool. And then he publicly announced to the other departments like, okay, we are trying to get this into our new BI tool and blah 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 blah. So there's like advantages there, but there are certain disadvantages also, because what they're trying to do with the report is to see past data and present data together, right? But on the BI tool, we are only able to look at present data. That's just how the data set in the BI tool is like worked out at the moment. And me and my senior and another senior, we kind of talked about it and see like what is feasible for the BI tool, what needs to be in it, and what are the changes we need to bring forward to IT to help us with those changes. And safe to say, it's either gonna be a short process for the IT team or like a long process for the IT team, because unfortunately I can't touch the raw data. I don't have authorization for that. Only the IT team has that authorization, so I'm dependent on them. Which means I need to sit down with the IT team together with my senior to talk about it. And it became a whole thing. Like, we are like finally gonna do it, and it's gonna be stressful. I'm not looking forward to it. No. The only like really saving grace is that I had a new teammate come in like last month. So a lot of like the stuff that I've been handling temporarily for months, I could hand it back to her because that's her JD. So it's like everything is just going so fast at work. I don't know like where to put like, I had to really focus on what's happening at work for like the past few weeks. The BI tool is AI? No. Think about of it like Power BI or Tableau. They're like tools that you can load data in, and like you make dashboards, data analysis, and that kind of thing. I think the closest would be to Power BI, the comparison. But like the method they use is like completely different from Power BI. So you know BI, they Power BI, they have the you can go on like the internet and you can sign in under your company and stuff like that, like a sorter or some. I guess so. I think the best description is data analytic tool. Um, yeah, data analysis tool. Like in comparison, it does similar things to Power BI, just using a different method and using a different coding language. I don't mind the coding language even though it sucks balls. Okay, the coding language sucks balls because it is SQL but not SQL. You know, and like the IT team that's in charge of writing the codes for other departments also say like the code suck balls. So at least we are in agreement with that, right? So we actually like just today I was speaking to a teammate from the IT, and she was saying it's like oh my god, the entire group is just using AI for help because like everyone's junior in the team, the one writing the codes. um Everyone's junior, and like they like only one person is the one that is like really really um like I guess he's probably like the most experienced in SQL and stuff, so like they both like refer to him. And me on the other hand, and it's like I do what I can from a different floor, from a different department. Like I try to make it a point to like do things on my own before like going down to IT, because the ITT is swamped with like the like with the changes that the company wants to make. So like I don't want to put another thing on top of it, on top of their plate, which this is a lot. They are totally swamped and they're not prepared for it. So yeah, I do as much as I can, but yeah, SQL sucks balls for like whatever SQL language that program uses. It's terrible. It's not that versatile, I would say. So it's like writing 14 for loops for in one script to get a single number. That's how bad it is. And that's what most of the sales department's formulas look like. Saying to me, I use SQL only for hacking. I only like know of SQL because of like data, mainly for data analysis. Yeah, for data analysis, but more specifically for data management, like for pulling data out of like servers and stuff like that. Um, which now that I think about it, it makes sense why this program uses SQL. But usually like SQL is more robust or easier in terms of pulling data from tables and stuff, like from your server and things like that. That's how I learn SQL, is under like data analysis and data management kind of thing. I didn't know you can use SQL to hack. I would think if hacking was any, I don't know how hacking works. Don't quote me. You would know. Yeah. So there's that. And to make things worse, right? My weekend, okay, Saturday, my weekend, it was a little bit busy because I was meeting up with a friend. Oh my god, skip this. I was meeting up with a friend that I've not seen in like almost a year, because she flew in from another state for work. So like we just met up over the weekend, and on Sunday, because I slept late on Sunday, so I'm like, okay, Sunday morning, I don't have to wake up early. I don't have to do anything until like afternoon. Do you know what woke me up on a Sunday morning at 9 a.m. no less? It was a scam call. A scam call woke me up on a Sunday morning. I was,
I shall uphold the principles of knighthood.
I don't know. The call went something along the lines of someone like there was like a so-called quote unquote officer on the line, And they were saying, it's like, are you so and so? And I'm like, yes. Who is calling? Because who calls for business 9 a.m. on a Sunday? And I'm like, okay. He's like, I am so and so from Digital, which is Touch and Go Digital. Which is how do I even describe it? It's some financial company. They are mostly well known for the touch and go cards for like tolls and stuff like that. So it's like payment stuff, right? They've evolved into like a payment, digital payment company, something like that. So I like, and then he'll say, we saw a transaction from you, from your touch and go card yesterday, totaling a few ringgit or something like that. And he was saying like it was used at a toll. And I'm like, I mean, I have a touch and go card, but I did not use it at a toll yesterday, but go on. And then I don't, because I was still groggy from being woken up by a freaking call. And he says, and then the number like 1,500 ringgit came up in the conversation. And then I'm like, and I was like, what? I literally say like, what? And he continued like I never said a single word. And he continued saying, yeah, because right, we saw the, is your phone a Redmi phone or something, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, let me check first. Because at that point when he said the Redmi phone, I 100% confirm it's a scam call. It's a scam call. And then it's like, okay, let me check first. So it's like I held my phone away, and then I could hear him. He was still going on. It's like things like, oh, because right, if you don't pay, I'm sure he was saying that if you don't pay within like a few hours or something like that, your account's gonna be frozen, and you owe us 1,500 ringgit or something like that. In the middle of him yapping about it, I just end the call, and I was so pissed. I was very, very pissed because how dare he wake me up 9 a.m. on a Sunday when I was supposed to wake up 2 hours early. Here, no, 2 hours later. Why? What was so important for him to scam me on a Sunday morning when he could just join me like sleeping in our respective beds and sleep the day away, right? I don't even answer that because right, it's not from like suspected spam number. It was from like a 019 number. I'm just gonna say it because I blocked the fuck out of that number. I reported it, and I said posing as TNG Digital. Done. So yeah, and my morning was ruined. I end the call and I tried to go back to sleep, and I couldn't go back to sleep. And officially, like, my morning is ruined. And so I proceeded to waste away in my bed until 5 p.m. because not only was I in a terrible mood, the day was sweltering hot. So hot that I was not wearing PJs under the fan, and I was still sweating. That was how hot it was. And luckily by 5 p.m. it started to become cloudy. I could hear thunder. I was excited to get out of bed. And then my day started at 5 p.m. I don't care. If someone out there is trying to scam me, they deserve 1 week in the same room with Argenty, and Argenty thinks you are Lady Adrilla, and just be with Argenty and get disgusted by it. I don't know, but I was very livid. I was rightfully livid. So that was my weekend. Very great. Okay, I need to get close to my monitor and see what you wrote. Use SQL to see data. See data. See the assembly value of data. Locate the most vulnerable value. Proceed with hacking the code to. Oh. Okay, that makes sense. Well, what the hacking code looks like, I don't know, but that makes sense. Yes. So I make sure to block the number. And you know what's the funny thing? I had a similar call like this sometime last year, right? It was the same man, similar voice. First thing I noticed was similar voice, and the way he structured his one-sided conversation was very similar to that, to the previous phone call. But he was calling from like, I don't know, the Kementerian, like he was calling from Hasil or something like that, like one of the ministries, right? I think for land and something, I forgot. And he was saying it's like I owe them what's chukai in English? Oh my god, I can't even remember. I owe them tax money, basically. I owe them tax money, and I was very confused because like I was trying to think back. Yeah, tax. I was trying to think back. Like, did I not pay? Like every April, like people are filing their taxes, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I filed my tax on like in April because I remember demanding the EA form from my previous workplace. So I just let him go on because he was so confident and he was so angry that I did not pay him. Like I think it was like 2,000 ringgit or something like that. And then he said a bunch of things, and I was also like asking him questions. It's like like okay, how like I was asking him questions to like confirm, okay, did I really not pay? And then he was saying like, okay, can I go? I was asking him like, okay, can I go to an office and pay the thing, blah blah blah. And then he was like, oh, you can, but you know, by the time you do that, you're gonna get fined and stuff like that. He was very like unrelenting, and it's like, and basically it's like, any other way I cannot do it because I'm like not qualified or what have you. I can only do it like online or over the phone or something along the lines. And that's when I realized, you know what, you a scam, and I also killed the call. But yeah. And when I heard the same guy talking, or like a similar guy, I wasn't very sure, but then I remembered like a similar call. I'm like, oh, it's the same guy. It's the same guy. I remember thinking like, he ain't done with this. Like he ain't done with this. Like he's so sure about this way of life that he ain't done with this. Granted, there are people who were successfully scammed, unfortunately, right? But he ain't done with this. Really? Really? I don't know. I just cannot fathom people who like start scamming people. I just cannot. Like, it's literally, you know how many hundreds, possibly thousands of calls you have to make until you hit that one jackpot, which gives you like a few thousand, like thousands of ringgit back, or like 10,000s of ringgit, and like. I'm just livid. Yeah, that's my weekend. That was my weekend. Great, wasn't it? 5 minutes of event and 12 hours of anguish. That's what happened on Sunday. Okay. Yes, enough of the anguish. So this one, Memory of Chaos. That's what we're here for. Oh, I feel much better now. Now that I've said all that, I feel much better. Because like I've never talked to anyone about this because it is pretty insignificant, especially since I wasn't successfully scammed. But the sheer idiocy of this person, this sheer idiocy of,
do you want to enter the forgotten hall?
it just boggles my mind. Like I cannot fathom why people like this little gambling, you know, is like the gambling of one of the highest order of gambling that I just want to slap them across the face. You know, just it brings out the violence in my blood. And I'm just like, fuck you, you stupid piece of shit. Can you imagine if I could channel this anguish physically and actually go after this person? Do you know how much blood there'll be? And here I am taking it out on a video game, as one does when they are a millennial. Okay, so we'll segue back here, and let's see what I can do over here. Oh. Okay, hold on. Let me put in the obvious here. What are you? I can do 1, 2. I can do how many mobs are there? Oh, there are quite a few mobs. I'll do this. I'll do this. Put Argenty here. Hold on. Let me. Argenty. What? Okay. Mine is like all over the place right now. Like I am sufficiently mad. I can be mad about it. Can be mad about it. Oh, also for work, right? You know, like every year, I don't know about other companies how they do it, but in my company, every year at a specific time, they call it appraisal. So it's like you sit one on one with like your superior and you talk about how you're doing and things like that, and then based on that appraisal, they'll like grade you, right? And sometimes that appraisal can lead to like demotions or promotions or like pay increase and stuff like that. I wasn't looking for anything. I was just like, I just want peace, right? And initially, my appraisal was supposed to be on when was it? Supposed to be on the 15th, which was last week. But then on the 15th, my boss had other things up, and then he canceled last minute. And then it was pushed to tomorrow. Tomorrow. Day after, yes, day after, 22nd, right? Yes, 22nd. It was supposed to be my appraisal, and it was locked in my calendar for a couple of days. Because I was expecting it to change, but it was locked for a couple of days. I'm like, okay, 22nd, fine. I just wanted to be over with. I don't want it to be dragged out, and you know what? The universe heard me because today, in the middle of doing my morning tasks, my superior tapped me on the shoulder and is like, Marshy, come and follow me. And I followed him into the. I stood up and stared at him because he didn't particularly say like why was I following him or anything like that. He then did a turn. He turned to me and said, "Bring your appraisal sheet." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, we are doing this right now," because I couldn't think of any other reason why he would call me in the middle of the day while I'm doing my task, and he's walking around the office like he has nothing to do. Of course he has. He's a very busy man. I will admit that. But he called me for appraisal, and I prepared? Thankfully, yes. In terms of filling up the appraisal sheet where it needs to be filled up, but otherwise preparing for like a talk with my superior, no, I was not prepared. So I just let him talk. that was the lucky thing. It's like for some reason with me, I don't know about my other colleagues or my senior, but specifically with me, he tends to talk more, and I just let that happen, man. I just let that happen. I let it cook. I give him the most 2 sentence for every question he has, and I come up with like immediate goals, not 2 years down the line or 3 years down the line, because God forbid if I stay in that company for another 2 years, because I will drive myself nuts. Yes, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. Luckily he was he said like well, he didn't really comment too much about like my work ethics or things like that, but more on like, okay, moving forward, I'm gonna give you these things to start working on, and it's not like extra work or stuff, but it's more like skills. So it's like I'm gonna bring you more in. I'm gonna call you into more meetings and sit in the meetings and see how things are done, for this thing and that thing, and like, oh, we are moving towards this direction now. So these are the things that you can keep an eye on, and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, I already knew these things because I was already prepared for the change. So it's just a lot. actually got called to the office by the boss. Others, oh no, she in trouble. No, literally, cause like it was very sudden. It was very sudden. My appraisal was supposed to be on the same day as another colleagues. So like when she saw me go, like I wasn't paying attention to anyone else, but she saw me like, after I came out. She saw me go in and I'm like, was that your appraisal? I'm like, yeah, because I was still like blindsided for. I was still blindsided for a bit because like I had my appraisal already, and she was like, "Oh my god," because we are supposed to have the same appraisal day, and like, is he gonna call me? She was like, I'm like, maybe we'll have to see, and then like, literally 20 minutes later, my boss called called her for the appraisal. So like. We decided, okay, today's the day that he decide because he has free time. He decides to like do all the appraisals that he can, you know. So after that colleague went, then my senior was called, and then we were all confused because like he was just gunning through all the appraisals. Like usually there is like kind of like protocol a little bit with the appraisals. So it's like the team member will have an appraisal with the team leader first, and then the team member will have an appraisal with the with my boss. Me a little bit special because me and my team is directly under the boss, so I didn't really have to do. Well, actually, I was supposed to do an appraisal with my team leader, but in terms, just strictly speaking, I was under like my boss's command. Like the chain of command is like boss, me, and few other teammates, like all horizontally. There was no further hierarchy underneath that, or at least that's how I understood it. So yeah. So like 3 of us had like surprise appraisals and we were like, oh, okay. Me and my senior, we talked a little bit about how our appraisal went, just like in general, like what are the few comments that my superior was saying, and then and then we were all just winded, you know, because it's the busiest day of the week today, and like he just like sprung this upon us, and we're like, oh, will this happen? Huh? Will this happen? Okay, back to work, and then we're all like. The meeting lasted for like 2 hours after lunch, and we were all like, okay, we have to troubleshoot this stupid thing now. And then we were troubleshooting, and then the day just flew by from like my appraisal. The day just flew by from my appraisal to like end of the day, and I'm like, oh, I'm just like, oh, this is like. Finally, I can catch a break. It's like by streaming and playing today, because otherwise it's not fun. It's not fun. So I just pray that tomorrow, like my appraisal's done. Thank God. Thank freaking God. My appraisal's done. I don't have to bother anymore. Until like next year, if I'm still in the company by next year. Like. We'll see. We'll see. So it's like a roller coaster of emotions today. It was like pretty high. For me at least. Okay, I'm the type that if I talk about really personal topics, especially stuff that I'm struggling with, I do tend to tear up pretty quickly. It just is. It just is. It's not that I am very upset to the point of crying. It's just that it just is. You know. So today, like in terms of talking, like during the appraisal, other people now will be nervous to be called to the office. The rest are kind of used to it, and looking at. Today, it was only like 3 of us, because otherwise he wasn't supposed to have any appraisals today, in my opinion. Not opinion, if I remember correctly. Other people, maybe like people who are like only like a year into working in the company might feel a little bit scared, but like everyone else have been working there for years. So like, although they were nervous, they're nervous. Is like they're not so scared of my boss when it comes to that. Because he's a very objective boss. That's like, even though he can be quite sharp with his words sometimes, but he's very objective with like what needs to be done, what are the corrections to be done, or like what are changes that need to be made and stuff like that. He's not one-sided all the time. Though my senior did tell me that he used to be pretty bad before he got before his son was born. Rumor was, or like, okay, maybe not rumor, but like the saying, like how it happened was, except intern stuck. Actually, I think interns, I'm not sure about for my department. I'm just speaking very honestly. I'm not sure for my department, but my HR department gets interns a lot. Yeah, they get interns a lot. Hey. Ooh, I know who to put here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good enough. Hold on, let me think about this. I hate this. I hate this boss. I hate Strife. Of late, I've been finding it really tough to fight Strife. Okay, hold on. Let me. There's only like one team that I can put here. Literally, there's only one team I can put here. Literally. I'm gonna do 1, 2. 3, 4. That's what I'm gonna do. Bring Thirta with an Ooh, an Exa. Okay. We'll see how this works. Okay. Oh, I'm just hold on. I'm like combing my hair right now. I'm just combing my hair and I will hold on. My towel. I have to put it on the towel rack. Okay. Now my glasses. I'm not entirely blind at this distance from my screen, but since I started wearing glasses, it feels weird not to like. It feels weird to not wear my glasses. If that makes sense. I think the only time that it feels okay to not wear glasses is when I am doing yoga, when I just woke up. But when I'm like in front of the computer, I need to use my glasses. There's a reason I started wearing glasses was because of the it was because I started using a smartphone. Literally, like I think months after using a smartphone, like my eyesight start to like be a bit blurry. It's not astigmatism, but basically what the optometrist said was that because I was staring at the screen too much. That's what he said. So I just roll with it. Ooh-wee. But funnily enough, ever since I got my glasses, I've not changed. I've only changed the lens I think once, maybe not even then. I've never. I think it was from secondary school until now. I've not changed my glasses. I only got like I had the first pair, and then I had to go and get a second pair, and we changed like the style of the glasses at a later date. Maybe I did change my lens once, and ooh, I did change my lens once, and I changed the style of the glasses from like rectangle to cat's eye glasses. So at the same time, my mom was like, okay, just make a spare with the same lens, you know, just in case. And that's how I end up with two glasses now. And I've not changed them since making these pairs. So my lens looks pretty old. And by old I mean the color of the glasses is like peeling off the glasses. Wonderful, isn't it? Oh my god. But I never had, but I didn't feel like my eyesight was getting worse. So I didn't really do too much about it. Oh dear. Dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Good question. For on-device security and ID match, which part you think is faster or more secure? I think it's hard to say because both are actually pretty valid sources of weakness. I guess a good way to think about it is like which part is instead of being hacked, right? How do I put it this way? I'm thinking of it in terms of like spy movies, right? And the reason why I'm thinking in terms of that is because one thing about spy movies when they infiltrate, for example, like face ID or voice recognition, etc. Okay. So for me it's hard to say actually. I'm trying to think of it in terms of a little bit extreme, right? Like what can be countered, because like as a lay person it's kind of hard to think what are the methods a hacker would use, right? I'm actually giving like actual thought about this because okay, to my knowledge, right, the reigning supreme of security is biometrics, right? Because it's very hard, if not impossible, to clone biometrics or hack biometrics because it's supposed to be very specific, right? But then you have like the cellophane tape hack, you know, with fingerprints and stuff, and then voice recognition. You have a good enough recorder, like you can record the voice. And then if it's eye retina scan, like I don't know, someone desperate enough will print a similar eye retina to you if they have access to that, right? So then it begs the question on how safely guarded these biometric data is. With ID management, I think is a case of because I've had people like I have conversations with people about ID management because pertaining to email, right? Because for companies, when they have emails, they'll use the same format or the same 4 formats and just recycle them. And if a hacker is patient enough, they get to experience like repeated cycles of the format and the company is using. So it's easy to not only guess, but maybe like guess accurately, or like just do a few more programs and you can get like everyone's email address, that kind of thing. I think it's so I feel like both like on-device security and ID management is pretty important. I would say which one is more prone to human error. I would say is on-device security, because these are things that people carry around. So for example, access cards, or I don't know, the laptops, iPads, even by extension also is like the internet connection the items are using, right? The moment you're using like a public Wi-Fi for on your work iPad, for example, you're like 100 times more vulnerable or something like that. So I think like on device is much better because we are workers that are reliant on devices to work. So if the devices are not secure, no matter how robust your ID management is, the moment they have their hands on the device, the moment they have like the hands on the device, they can troubleshoot the fuck out of it, right? And for the person who lost that device, they have to get the very same one back. You know, they have to go and find that device. And there's the option of like remote cancellation and remote factory reset for your like work device and for like work device and stuff like that. But I don't know how that's implemented. I don't know if it is implemented in reality. I like the fingerprint one. It's the oldest trick in the book, right? Like biometrics is supposed to be king of kings, so it's like all you need to do is, I mean, the police does this all the time in TV shows. It's like they give a cup to a suspect. The suspect takes the cup and drink it, and then now they have a bag full of saliva and fingerprint evidence. You know. So it's like biometrics alone is not that safe. But if you have a device, so it's like if people can get their hands on the device itself, that's like half the battle won. And this is just from my perspective. It's just you just imagine your smartphone. You lose your smartphone, people can easily just hack into your phone for whatever it is, or like just factory reset, right? And they don't need your biometrics to do that. Also, for like biometrics in phones, how complex is that data? Because if it's like, you know, fingerprint scanners itself, it could be like pretty complex, the data that is storing, because it's not going to store is this going to store an image of your fingerprint? I feel like it's just going to store like zeros and ones of what the fingerprint look like. And the moment it becomes zeros and ones, it's like it's copyable data. Like granted pictures also, but yeah, I digress, right? So I feel like if your device is not secure, if you don't have, if your device is not secure, you can have a million other ID management, but your device will still fall victim to a hacking. ID management, I feel the main purpose of ID management is to track who is using the system, who is using the device, who is going in and out of a location. It's an ID. So it's your identity. People can fake identities, people can steal identities. And that comes back to like security. I would say, yeah. Like security of the device, I would say. Yeah, fingerprint data, then hack the system access. Yeah. That's why sometimes it like, you know, like Mr. Incredibles. Is it The Incredibles? Yes, The Incredibles. Edna Mode. Do you know how many biometrics that she actually has to give to her home security to access her lab? I think she gives a password, she gives a retina scan, and she gives a voice recognition thing, if I'm not mistaken, or something else. So it may look overkill, but like having a three-pronged approach like that is, I guess, a bit more difficult for the hacker to get through. I would say device. Yeah, I would say device. because like you can guard your device with a million different protocols, but if you lose your device, then it's like I'll stick with fingerprint base for my research. Yeah, like the whole tape with fingerprint thing. And I think this is also a common trick, like if you have like a sticky surface, an oily surface, or a surface that adheres oil very well, like marble, if you throw a little bit of powder or flour on it, you can get fingerprints. Yeah. There's that. Yeah, this whole thing can just go in one perfect circle. Honestly saying. It can go back and forth. Let's do this. Let's do that. And if fingerprint-based research, how would you strengthen it though? I mean, most common is obviously like, you know, use your thumb, right? But then I've seen some of the older movies where they have like the whole palm print. Like, yeah, I'm talking about, well, of course on your phone it might be difficult, but like if you're talking about lab and stuff like that, they do the palm, or like they do like the 5 fingertips and stuff like that. And then they do retina scan and the ID badge. If you have like classified FBI, CSI level of classified, and the only way to get past that barrier is an ID card, that's a terrible security. That's terrible security. I think this is a Twitch streamer by his name is Pirate Software, I think. So he comes from cybersecurity. He has a cybersecurity background, and he was, I think in one of his shorts, he was talking about I forgot what's is it social engineering or something like that. Basically like basically he was talking about how what like a possible way of a hacker wanting to hack into a company, right? There is this one particular device. I don't know what it's called, but now to build an AI for this fingerprint project. Oh my gosh. You got your work cut out for you. And then in that sense, right, it's good that you pick a simple thing, like a simple niche like topic like fingerprint. If you can, I don't know, yeah, I'm sure you can do it. You smart people out there. I could never. I really could never with these things. Okay, hold on. Let me find something so I won't die. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Does it look overkill? A little bit, but I hate the reaver. I super hate the reaver. So we'll see how this does. If it does well at all. Yeah. Free projects on the line right now. Ooh, dude. Oh, dude. Then it's better to. Then it's a good thing you're picking something like a little bit more specific, rather than like a general topic for AI. Okay, for AI projects, right? Is it better to be more specific in the beginning or just general in the beginning? And then like from there you can narrow down stuff. Because it depends sometimes, isn't it? I'm not familiar with AI projects. I'm not familiar with how with like AI led projects are either. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Oh lord. Hold on. Okay. Better for simple, then add more features with. Okay, noted. Feels like my feature. Oh, okay. 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 guess it makes sense because when you try to handle too much data all at once, it can get very it can get very confusing. English not Englishing. Don't worry, friend. It's not exactly early. Usually, even after I finish, I'm like done with work. My English doesn't English very well either. The past hour of tirade was because I was a little bit pissed. So I don't know how I don't know about other people, but for me, right, when I am trying to explain stuff, I will automatically adopt this persona, right? Not that I'm faking it, but it's like I end up emulating a certain character's way of talking. So like when I want a tirade lately, how do I imagine myself to? When I want a tirade like just now, I feel more like Crimson Ruse from Hollow Stars English, because he has very good linguistic verbiage and can go on a tirade for so long. Like for one sentence, he can have like 30 words in one sentence and I'll be very impressed. Like super impressed. So I kind of adopt the way not the way he speaks, like the confidence, the character in which he speaks in. Because I would like to communicate that I'm angry that way. If it makes sense. But otherwise, right, there are days when I'm streaming and then like I'll be like, I want to say this one word, but I forgot how to say it, or like I forgot like the name of the thing, and then I'll be like staring blankly into the screen for like 5 to 10 seconds while my brain tries to recall the thing, and then I'll just ask Shadow, what's his face again? That's usually what happens. I'll be like, I want to and get that what's his face? It just ends up that way. Late nights are full of honest reactions, honestly saying. Speaking of honest reactions, there is one weekend where I was playing Marvel Rivals with a friend. I pre-booked my time with him, but it's not that serious. It's more like during the day I was like getting stuff done, and I'm like, I want to play Marvel Rivals later tonight. Is this friend going to be available tonight? So I texted him on Discord, and I was like, hey, are you free for Marvel Rivals tonight? And he was like, yeah, cool. I'll let him know when like I'm online and stuff like that. And so I'm like, hey, I'll be online at this time. And I was like, sure. We're gonna play on the without even like telling me beforehand. Not that I'm very angry, but he's like, okay, I have like another few more people on the call with me, and we're on like the Marvel Rivals like Discord. Like the voice chats there. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, and I just ran with it. And then, like somewhere like as we were playing, there was one match with the most annoying Iron Man, and the flyers, the meta right now on Marvel Rivals is very unforgiving to squishies. Including myself as a strategist main. So we obviously lost the match. But by the end of it, I was, cursing out the Iron Man because like he did his job. But I don't like being the victim of said good job. So I was like cursing out the Iron Man for like a good 2 minutes, and then I was like, okay, next match. I could not hold the anger in. I think it's also like kind of like a scientific, psychological like reason why people are more honestly at night. It's a very simple reason. The reason being is like people are too tired take care of what they say, basically. And now that I said it, it makes sense why a lot of streamers, they lose their temper a lot, because in all probability, they're playing at night or late into the night, or like they're sleep deprived, and so like if they lose something or if they win something, they have a very huge reaction to it. I try not to become that way because like I'm conserving energy, but you're taking more energy away from me by me like going on a tirade like that, and I'm just like, no. Some of them are warranted, like the Iron Man. But most of the time, I'll just take a deep breath and sigh. Sigh out of anger. You know, like how a butler of a high-ranking noble house size is like, I am done with this shit. It's like your child. If you're done with your child, all you can do is sigh. You can scream, but that's, you don't want to do that. But you can sigh exaggeratedly and sound very like the whole thing's being exacerbated, and you take out the negative feelings together with that deep sigh of frustration. Oh, bye, Alexa. Oh, that's sad. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna return. I'm gonna change out Himiko. Hold on. Who do I put over here? I mean, hold on. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Hehe.
Watch this magic trick.
Wah. I need to drink water. I've been talking like non-stop about my life. Oh.
I'm just a frail scholar. To the soul.
Okay, I can't do that. I feel much more calm now with some water in my system and a little bit of being rational.
Savor it for me.
Am I rational? No. Me not national.
This divine
No. I almost said natural. No, I meant... I forgot what I meant.
something
My brain just stopped. Okay. See, this is what I meant. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, come on. What is that? Rational. Yes. Thank you. Oh, no. Oh, no.
unnecessary.
Oh, no. Oh. Hello, hello.
With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Okay.
Fail to send you.
Oh. Ugh. My brain literally started 2 words of a sentence and it immediately stopped. That's the state of my brain right now.
Nice like my friend.
That's the state of my brain right now. Oh, Cypher. Now I'm just thinking of... My mouth is just... There's like now a direct link from my mouth to my brain, and I'm like... in the moment, but 2 seconds later, I'm like, ooh, did I get enough things for Cypher? Of course I didn't have enough things for Cypher. But I do want to pull for Cypher. Not that I fully understand what she does or anything, but follow up. DPS follow up Nihility. Like, what more can I want with that combination? Bring it, shirtless wolf. Why is a wolf? A wolf is always shirtless. Now that I think of it, the wolf is always shirtless. So you're just a wolf. Huh. I don't know why that's a surprising revelation to me, but it is a surprising revelation to me. Okay. Bye-bye. Mwahaha. You're pulling for Hyacinth. They're both good, but they're good in different areas, right? So it's like it's hard to justify one for the other. I don't know. I don't know. It's, you see, Hyacinth is a need, and Cypher is a want. And like, I always pull for what I want, not that, you know, like. You know, it's like, for me, like, that's why I feel like I have to choose either or. Need Galachat for my break team. Oh, that's true. Okay, what are Hyacinth's, like, synergies with? Which team does she synergizes with? Because, like, the way I hear it, she's a HP based DPS or sub DPS and healing. Holy shit. My uni was about to die. Best in slot for caster is? Yeah, I've seen that too today actually. Like, she's best in slot for castress. So it's like, cool, I don't have castress, so it's like no point for me to pull for her, you know? But she's a healer. Okay. I also saw that she's like, can she play with Blade? But to play with Blade is not like the best justification for pulling for Hyacinth, so it's like pulling for Cypher makes more sense. Because she is more flexible. Can be good with HP scalers, but not as much as Cass. Yeah, because Cass's HP scaling is much more than Blade's. Though I didn't read her skill tree. I don't know. Oh, Hulao! Just die already, you stupid shirtless with pants wolf. Cypher, I forgot what are her best in slots. Woo! Cause like I think Nahiri and I'm just like Akron. But she doesn't like boost Akron team or anything. Not that I oh fuck. Oh fuck. Not that I remember it being that way. Jesus. Moon range ended fucking finally, man. Holy shit.
With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Just straight away use the ult.
Savor it for me.
Cypher best in slot for Fei Xiao team. Okay. I don't have a Fei Xiao. Now I'm back. Okay, after this I'll just read up a bit more about Cypher. Cypher has great follow-up. That's what I remember. Ooh, I'm not gonna do well for this one. I'm gonna survive. That's what I'm gonna do. Ay ay ay. Ay ay ay. Yo. Oh my god. Oh my god. My best decision was putting Blade next to Yunli. Oh, of course it's like Nexa. Really? Really?
In the mood for another beating?
Really? Bidding.
You impede me.
How? Like I can survive, but like it's not great.
That paradise, savor it for me.
Another okay. Let me look at
We can get
oh dear.
closer.
Let me look at what teams other people use. If that's something I can see. There we go. Acheron. Ooh, an Exaherda. That's food for thought. Castris, sure. Let's refresh. What? Okay. Okay. I just see fish out and Castris and that's it. I still hope she will be good for Akron, but she got nerfed data test. Good when she's in live server. Yeah, that's why I'm also like kind of holding back judgment because like everything points her to being like almost not really a team buffer or like debuffer for like the enemy per se. So I'm not entirely sure. This is just like boost Yunli and that's all this does. What was that team? Yeah, this is just boost Yunli to the max. That's what this team is doing. Okay. Down here I'm just gonna maintain fine. Here, what can I do to improve the team over here? I'm looking. Um. Hmm. Can I just put another healer then? Let me see if I can do anything for Blade though. Relics. Damage. Okay. I forgot that I don't have many pieces for this set already. Oh. Oh, okay. 12% HP, okay. Gerda and Anexa for Hule. Acheron for Reaver. So Thirda. And Anexa. Do that. And then Acheron for the Flame Reaver. One, two. Acheron. Hold on. So something like that? I need to check her. Like, I don't know what's going on with her. Why can I impose all this maximum? Um. Ooh. Why is this her? Recommendation. HP. Guess I could do this. For HP. I don't know why the break effect is so high, but the break effect is so high. This is energy regen. About that. He's only dead for the effect. Okay, her. Also there for the effect only. Is there a difference I can use for her? This is the popular. Increase regen, increase damage for all other of same type as the wind. Why did I put an energy regen thingy for her? Hold on, I need her ult. What does her ult do? 100% base chance to decrease target and enemy defense. Okay, that's good. I guess I can try this. Well, let me check HP. 3628. So, I'm just gonna change position for these two. Call that a day. I'm still not confident with it. Hmm. Can I bring Bronya instead of no, we need her for the true damage thing. I mean, technically NX is gonna apply ice ice weakness, but true damage. Right? I forgot I have Locha now. Is Locha good here? I'm thinking. I'm thinking. Locha might be good, but my Locha is like not the best. Where is he? This is he. His speed is 135, which is actually not bad actually. Wait. Okay, we'll go with this first. Change him. Let's try Locha. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Is that it?
Uh.
I was expecting something bigger.
Watch this magic. Let's wait.
Rule is to turn on every technique. Okay. Overkill? I don't care.
I'm just a insanity. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Aha!
Expand your thinking.
Woo!
Divinity.
Why yourself? Why yourself?
Eternals the dead return.
Okay, fine. Yay.
You chose the wrong enemy. Bloom. Thank you. And I'll give you what you need.
Okay, that was bad timing.
Insanity.
I don't have time for games. Curious, endless riddle. Nothing but a boy. Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
Wahaha. That was great. This one? Not so great. Oh. Oh.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things. I underestimated you.
No, not yourself. Hurry up.
Infinity.
Impressive. This is more fun.
And we'll do this. That's the sad part, is that he will heal the Memo Sprite as well, which he's like, no, you don't need to heal the Memo Sprite. Oh lord. You need to heal the people. heal the people. Oh gosh. Dangerous.
Receive divinity. Thank you.
Dangerous.
Give you eternal dead return.
Oh my lord.
With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Never seen perfection. Expand your thinking. Curious, endless riddle. Nothing but a boy.
Come on. Yes, meet thy end.
Open sesame. Watch it crumble.
Whew.
Insanity.
Okay, the weakness is still on Hule. That's good. That's good.
I'm just a frail insanity.
And then we just do it all over again. Haha.
Power, I reforge all things. Nothing major.
Pain.
Time for games. Expand your thinking. Open sesame. Curious, endless riddle. Nothing but a boy.
Oh.
Glimpse the unknown.
Oh.
Receive divinity.
Nice. See, that's what that's what you're supposed to do.
Eternal dead return.
Come on, let it be an Nexus turn already. Holy fucking shit. No. Oh, come on. Okay. I see the vision with the Herta and Nexa, but
I'm not built for this. You go ahead if you wish to.
main character needs to go out. Yeah, who do I put here? I just put Yunli? Make no sense. Ooh. Yeah, it wasn't gonna work out. I want to have no down characters. I'm thinking of who to bring. Will Black Swan work? In a sense that Black Swan will do it. Oh, joke. RMC still good there to BH. I know, but she's squishy. An Exa is squishier. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, how do I improve you? I can do this first. Hello, Diamond. Thank you for dropping in. I am actually very rich. What is that? 10 million? 10 million. I have 10 million. Nice. Nice. Okay, is there any others that I can... How goes in marshland? You cute marshmallow. That's a sugar mommy. No, I need a sugar daddy. That's how this works. No, I cannot be sugar mommy for other people. If anything, I should be sugar mommy to myself. Because because I need that. No. Okay. I like how the green Marshy keeps flapping her hands. Isn't it so cute? I purposely made it that way. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah. Okay. I don't know how to improve this character. Hold on. Mems crit. Mems crit. Mems crit. What influences Mems crit? I'm assuming it's 200. Okay. Can I see the gear main stat? The gear main stat? The gear main The gear? Gear? You mean this one, right? Recommendation. I just went off the recommendation. I didn't have any like smart things about it. I don't have a lot of this. I only have that. I could go farm. That to it. Okay. Where is not the first character in the team, then increase the attack of the first character in the team lineup by 12%. This is actually very helpful. This one. This one is increase crit damage. Ooh. Did I not have this? I don't have this, so. This is a new one. I think I didn't go to farm this, so actually when a target summoned by the wearer is on the field, I should actually use this, right? Because it will increase my crit damage by 52%. No, 48%. Sorry, math. I can't math. I math too much today, or not enough. Depends. Okay, so I'll farm this on some other day, and we're just gonna try our best, right? We're just gonna try our best. That's all you can do. Crit damage. This one's also crit damage. Also crit damage. Looks like my crit damage is actually pretty decent. Okay, we're gonna try this again. I'm changing out Locha. Locha is healing my freaking Mammal Sprites, which that's not needed. Caesar's armor. That's the equipment. Okay. If I change out Adventuring here and I put Locha down here, does it work? Because the Reaver is gonna attack multiple times as well. So it's like, I don't know if I don't know if they can handle it. We'll go with that. We'll go with this. Go with this and try. Maybe Locha Pro. I changed to
Is that it? I was
Galachat.
something.
We'll see how it goes.
Watch this magic. Watch yourself.
Locha is a very unique name, actually.
What's the Topher? Look.
Behold, the giant tree of life.
Forge all things.
Open sesame.
I'm just gonna unga bunga everything.
Nothing but a boy.
Forgot about Galachat.
Expand.
No, you cannot forget him. He's the main reason 80% of my team is alive. Like that.
My friend?
Me. Oi. Oi.
Insanity.
Nice. Oi. Oi. I'm waiting for a Nexa and then I'll unga bunga everything again. Haha! Take that, you wolf, you pant wearing wolf. Let's do this. No, Galahad cannot RIP. Okay, he's
Open sesame.
Galachat for a reason.
Curiosity. Endless riddle.
Put Galachat over Locha from the start, TB.
Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
Yeah, probably should have.
Huh.
Oh, my team's gonna die. My team's gonna die. My team's gonna die. Ah! Restart. I refuse to acknowledge that this team does not work.
Take a look.
Watch this magic. Watch yourself.
Turn into a Yakuza. I guess I'm in the mood to be a Yakuza. Tonight.
I'm just insanity. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Yeah.
Open sesame.
Oh no.
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void.
And then, okay.
Expand your thinking. Watch it grow.
Alright, should be fine.
Something to the soul.
Bye bye. Okay. Long time more for Anexa. I just need Anexa to come up, and then be good. Yay. Won't do anything yet. And here we begin.
This divine power, I reforge all things.
Open sesame.
Ooh. I'm just waiting for the opportune moment. There we go. That's the opportune moment. Have you checked out Claire Obscure? Yeah, I'm not actually like seen like the gameplay or anything, but I've heard of it, and it's like being received like really, really well.
Endless riddle. Nothing but a
I know it's also a turn-based game, so I think that's why people were like
glimpse the
keeping an eye out for it. Because it's been a while, like it's been a while since there's been like a huge turn-based game. Because off late it's always been like open world and RPG and stuff like that. I want to play the game, but it costs money. I'm just being straight up here. Because it costs money. I do want to play it actually. It looks at least like from what I heard, people are saying like really good things about it.
perfection before.
Tiring.
Okay. Okay.
Nice like a good brew.
I'll introduce you to French. Is superficial share of it. What does that mean?
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
My problem is that it's not like I'm unfit to play. It's just that I cannot set aside budget to like buy games. That's why like these gacha games is good because like sure okay, technically there is like the pay to win thing, or like people buy the currency to like get the characters and stuff, but I don't have to spend money. I'm not that desperate yet. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not that desperate yet to, oh my lord, like buy currencies to get characters. Oh no. Okay.
Nice like a my friends. Indulge yourselves.
No.
With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Stupid thing.
To the soul. Insanity.
You just mean to say you're not that sweaty yet. I'm not that sweaty about spending money. And in fact, that is actually a very good financial decision because I'm not buying games left and right. And the solution is to get Oilers. Now, now. Now, now. Does it look like I'm gonna get any oilers? Okay, in all seriousness, right? In terms of growing my channel to a point where I can get oilers, or to a point where I can get monetized and stuff like that, I don't have the energy and the time to put that much prior work into my channel to earn the oilers, if that makes sense. Because like I'm just here like just getting on every Tuesday and Thursday and just having fun streaming. There is like, you know, a sense of wanting to grow the channel and stuff, but it's as it is, it's tough for me to focus on my day job, which is like my main source of income. So like if I were to put any more focus into streaming, I wouldn't sleep. Let's start with rating people at the end. I've read meaning like on Google and stuff when I was like researching stream stuff. I read like rating is a good thing. And it is a good thing. Like you rate into people's streams and see them have fun and you get to interact with them, and a lot of people, especially like the more experienced streamers, that's how they make friends. Oh my lord. Sure, target my healer that can self-heal. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh lord. Oh lord, have mercy on me. We'll see about the rate after this. Let's see like what happens. I can give you name on who rate, don't worry. That helps. Because like if I'm being very honest, I am very naive. If I'm being honest, I'm very naive. Okay, who is more annoying? This stupid thing or this stupid thing? I can only choose one stupid thing, and then the other one just gets AoE. I'll do this stupid thing. Because that one's gonna do that anyway, so... That stupid thing for sure. Yeah. Yeah. That stupid thing. See, that's what that stupid thing always does. And then it's like, I can't do anything now.
This combat needs This is double speed.
I weep for the departed.
So now I just focus on killing that stupid thing as fast as I can. Because that happens. Holy
Ready for another?
macaroni.
It's on me. Again.
Then this is just for defense debuff. I don't care.
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
The dice have been cast. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Thank you, exploding fish.
Or was it fate?
Exploding fish.
Enemy targets detected.
I'll just do that for now. Oh god. I have one streamer in mind right now. Okay, send me a DM on Discord. I'll check later at the end of the stream. And then we can try raiding into them. I don't know if Zuri is online. She usually finished streaming by then. But why is fish exploding? Because that is what fish does. Fish will explode on contact. Fish will explode.
Sure, I'll play along.
Aha. Personal DM? Yeah, you can personal DM me.
More enemies.
You is my you are my mod. So you have at least that much right. Touch me, not fish. I'll touch you with fish. You know, I know this is random, but in Genshin Impact, there is this old event weapon, which is just
Needs optimizing.
a long. It's just a long fish. It's just a giant long. Imagine like a giant long tuna, and that's the thing you're swinging out. That's what I'm thinking. It's just that.
I weep for the
Swing.
departed.
Yeah. I don't know. I think you can search it up. You just Genshin Impact fish fish claymore and then it comes up. I think it should come up because there's no other fish claymore in Genshin Impact other than that one, which is great in my opinion. We'll do this first.
The dice have been cast. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Ay 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 ay. Ay ay ay.
Enemy targets detected.
Is that all he's gonna do? I think that's all he's gonna do. Hey,
Data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
you get to bonk people with it? Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
This is double speed.
I don't think you can get it anymore. I don't think you can get it anymore, but it's so funny, right? And actually like the weapon effect is not terrible. There are people who use it to like a good degree of success. There are people who use that weapon to a good degree of success. You know, it's like not bad, you know? Not bad. Oy, oy, oy.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Another journey begins, destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed.
You want it for your Thor? Can you imagine? You only need to suggest it to NetEase and they might do something about it actually.
Commencing support. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I'm your enemy.
Can I have fun this time?
Hold on.
Hedge your bets.
Mistake. Can I restart?
Been cast.
I mean, I'm at the Flame Reaver part already, but like, can I restart?
Bust. Or
Doing them for sure, I know, right? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna restart. Just restart this one because, like, I was not paying attention.
feeling lucky.
Hold on. Can I look at? Oh, I can't look. Do I do this one? I don't know. Flat. Would it feel redundant since like they have Jeff? No, right? It wouldn't feel redundant, right?
Time for a buzz.
Ay.
Free will, or was it fate?
I don't know why, like I just brain farted just now. Okay.
I weep for the departed.
Exploding fish!
It too shall fall.
Aha!
We have the upper hand.
They gave us the ability to pick up Jeff and go bonking around with him?
Ready for another?
No. I mean, on certain days, that might be acceptable, you know, because Jeff can be a piece of shit. But on other days, you know, like, no. You know, not really. That shouldn't happen.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
I bonked a Jeff today. That would be cute, but like, it's just a little bit sad.
Time for a good old counterattack.
You know what will go wild though? If instead of a gun, Widow holds a fish. And it could be like like the long one, like in Genshin Impact, and then Punisher just holds like a trout or a sea bass or something like that. And I don't know, and Bucky holds I don't know. Something like a small fish or something like that. It could be like a whole fish series, you know, like with Namor. Uh, the Hulk could be just wearing gloves which are fish heads. You know, it can be a whole thing. It really can be a whole thing. If it was strange though, like the shield could be scales, like that would be cool, right? And then instead of like his enchanted rope thingy, it'd just be an eel. I'm just thinking of how ridiculous that would look. It's so funny to me.
Can I have fun this time?
Spend freely.
What other options would there be?
Ready for another?
There's a rather stark distinction.
This combat. This is double speed.
Panther. I guess there's not much you can do for Panther.
Destined for oblivion.
What other characters is there?
Free will, or was it on the still waters of oblivion?
Venom is kind of easy. Like he just will have scales. I would think.
Enemy days
Like nothing too crazy.
Time for
Is he black though? Of course. There are black fish in the sea. I would think, right?
I weep for the departed.
Venom would be like a dark blue, or like will have like Namor's like coloring.
Destined for oblivion.
enemy targets detected.
Hedge your bets.
Okay, that's fine. Do that.
The dice have bust. Or maybe I'll take
Venom calls me Lord.
On the still waters of oblivion.
This combat.
I'm
needs
thinking of what
optimizing.
other characters.
This is double speed.
Squirrel Girl. I think it'll be similar in a sense that she would have a fishtail.
I
Because she has the Chinese New Year one where she has a dragon tail, right? She would just be the fish version of that, I would think. Captain America? I cannot imagine. What would Captain America look like though? This
free will destined for
dragon tail? No, doesn't she? She has the Chinese New Year skin where she has a dragon features instead of squirrel features.
Data signet markers activated. Time
So it's like if you want the fish version of that, it's just something very similar to that effect. I would think. No?
Sure. It's on me. The dice have been
I like the idea of bonking around people with Cap.
bust.
What would Cap be holding though? A stingray?
Watch your head.
Or like a flatfish or something like that? I don't know, something to that effect.
for the departed.
Because it could be just fish scales again, right? But like he's holding something physical, it's not mystical. Mantis but fish?
Another journey begins.
You know what it makes me think of? It makes me think of, you know, those deep sea fishes with the lamp coming out from their forehead. I think Mantis would have two, but instead of two lamps coming out the forehead, she'll be starkly scary. I don't think she will have abomination like teeth, but anglerfish, yeah, anglerfish. Oh yeah.
data signet markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. This
Like
combat needs
lantern.
optimizing.
Yeah, just coming out her forehead instead of the two antennas that she usually has.
Hedge your bets.
I feel like we're gonna need this.
I weep for the departed.
Loki will be funny though. Loki might be funny.
Destined for oblivion.
Enemy targets detect. Ready for another? Mohr.
Oh,
Watch your head.
I just destroyed all of them, and you bring them back. For what?
Free will.
Loki doesn't bonk anyone, no, but and also like I wouldn't know like what would his like
Commencing support.
equivalent of a fish would be.
This is double speed. Enemy data set net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Adam Warlock main.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed.
Topher fish. No.
The dice have
What would Adam Warlock be? Like, he's just perpetually gold, right?
More enemies.
Is there a gold color fish somewhere in the sea? I don't know.
no dirty tricks.
Ay ay ay.
Another journey begins on the still waters of oblivion.
Can I have fun this time?
I hate the scary, the scary like
Your bets.
music.
Commencing support. Enemy data set net markers activated.
Goldfish.
Counterattack.
Yeah, I guess so. But then it's not so different from what he looks like right now. So it's like, nah. Okay, it's two stars. I'm happy with 2 stars. This was quite tough. Do I dare attempt this? What's over here? Holy shit! No, I'm not ready for this. No, I'm not ready for this. What? What? Am I ready for this? If I were to play this, right, I'll be like 1. Where is she? 2. Locha. And maybe Sunday. I'm ready. Oh god. I'd rather be queen of marshmallows. You know, where it's like not the marshlands where it's like all tough and sticky and gross. Sugar mommy to time. What is that? This one is 1, 2. What else? Whole leaf, macaroni. 3, 4. I don't know. This thing is gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be super tough. Let me think. This one is not right. Down here is not right. Like AoE would be the best. Should I bring? Where is she? Yeah. You tried that. Yeah, I was thinking. I remember I had small herd. Get me sweaty. Well, thankfully it's sweaty in terms of the brain, not moving my hands, because that would be real. Okay, we'll just give this a try. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know, it's like that's fine.
A day of peaceful. Let's wait and see.
Oh yeah. Ay.
Don't let me down.
Oh lord. Oh lord, have mercy. The what?
They'll give you what you need.
Oh, the speed for these bosses are insane.
Watch over you. Guide you on your path.
It is what it is. Yeah, it will be. It is what it is.
I reforge all things. Insanity
Time for a lesson.
to the soul.
Okay. Yikes.
Eternal state. Return. Insanity to the soul.
Bending the rules.
Look, with this divine
What was that?
I reforge all things.
I was so not ready for that. What in the world was that?
There's no backing out now. For me or you.
Seek and you shall receive.
Yes.
I'm just afraid. Insanity. To the soul.
Oh, this is just. This is just me surviving. That's what this is. He's working. Okay, not working now. I did what? 30%? Just oh. Oh.
Thank you.
Oh.
Give you what you need.
Give an inch and they'll take a
I'm praying so hard. Oh.
Insanity. To the soul.
time for a lesson.
I am praying so hard right now.
Insanity. You chose the wrong enemy.
Ah. I don't want to waste a Nexus. You know what? At least I get to trigger this thing.
Repent and I'll give you what you need.
Ay, ay, ay. Oh. Oh, sweet mother of God.
Eternal sleep. The dead return.
Hi. I can't. Just nail biting.
Reforge all things. To the soul. Insanity. I'll see you off. Bloom.
Holy fuck. Does this guarantee safety? No. But we trying. Son of a bitch.
I can't thank you enough.
There's no backing out now.
I'm seriously panicking right now. Like what is this? What is this match?
To the soul. Insanity. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things. You chose the wrong enemy.
Ay ay ay.
The dead return.
Mother of God. Huh?
I'm just a frail. To the soul. I'll see you off.
Do I heal? Of course I heal. What stupid question is that?
Receive divinity. I can't thank you. Repay.
Oh my God! I thought someone's gonna die. I mean, they might still die.
What's the matter? Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things. Insanity. To the soul. You chose the wrong enemy. Bloom.
I don't care. Ay ay ay.
I underestimated you. Eternal sleep. Dead return.
You don't be violent. Ay ay ay. Heal and next.
I'm just a frail scum. Insanity. To the soul.
There we go.
With this
Holy fuck.
power, I reforge
This boss mechanic is too annoying. I mean, we are literally fighting an embodiment of death. That's what this dragon is, isn't it? Pollux.
Liz, don't let me
So, needless to say, Hoyoverse is like, okay, let's just let the main character fight an embodiment of death from a different, like, place.
Who's the little backstabber?
Like, what the fuck?
Ugh.
Okay. This one can be hard. This one can be hard.
Something bigger. Upgrade configured.
Feeling lucky.
Because this one's like pretty annoying. Oh no.
Sure, I'll play it.
I'm just doubling on the shield, man. I don't care. I'm doubling on the shield. Oh Lord, have mercy. Ay, ay, ay.
What are you looking at?
Ah! Okay,
Watch your head.
Do you know who this big diamond?
I just want to stagger that guy in the middle as quickly as I can. Ew. Ah!
Curiosity. Endless.
Fuck this shit.
Nothing but a boy.
Fuck this shit. Are we done? Oh my god. Fuck this shit.
Or maybe I'll take it all.
Helpless. Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
No dirty tricks.
Time to twirl. I don't have time. Expand your thinking.
I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired.
Endless riddle. Nothing but a boy.
Giving me more anxiety that I don't need. Why do I do this to myself? So close. Yet so far. Yes, the annoying one's dead. Okay, I can live in peace for the next 2 minutes while I kill the rest of these losers. Oh my gosh. I choose violence today. Today I choose violence. I choose violence.
Do you know this big diamond?
Both of these hunking pieces of fire rock can just suck it.
Never expand your thinking.
Sure.
Alright, here's the annoying one.
The dice.
Sure.
Must. Or maybe I'll take it all.
I don't have to open sesame. Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a boy.
Woo. Okay. I'll do that first.
Never seen perfection before.
I'll do that first.
Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
Nice.
Honored to meet me.
Woo.
Watch your head.
That's not very nice.
Helpless.
Oh lord.
Open sesame. Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a boy. Time to twirl.
That is beautiful.
Expand your thinking. Watch it grow.
Spend freely.
My Herta is going to die. That is not good. Nice. I'm gonna wait for. Not good. Okay.
Endless riddle. Nothing but a void. Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
Bye bye. No. That is foul. That is very foul. Oh no, he's going to do that power up thingy majig. Hold on. Do that first.
Expand your thinking.
It's on me. Watch your head.
That's a little bit painful, but okay.
Been cast.
No, you.
Bust.
One.
Or maybe I'll take it all.
Do you know this big diamond? It's all yours.
Tricks, alright.
We'll do this.
Endless riddle. Nothing but a void. Open sesame. Watch it crumble.
Nice. That is always the best thing in the world. Thank you.
Watch your head.
That's not fair. I just got my ult. Yeah, I don't need to do that. Yeah, I think. Okay.
Never seen expand your thinking.
Mm. Okay, I immediately doing that. Oh, yikes. Jeez Louise.
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why was this one much easier than Hulei's? I mean, of course I didn't get 20 cycles, but it was still felt easier than Hulei's. Okay. Okay. I am done. I am done with this shit. Ay, ay, ay. I am very winded. I am super winded. Okay. Ooh. I got quite a lot of pulls. And I can pull for this. So I should be saving for for this light cone. Whose light cone is this? What's his name? Japard. I should be saving for Japard's light cone, so I don't think I'll use it. I'll try not to use it. I think it's because I didn't pull I only pulled for Anaxa. And I actually saved quite a lot of pulls from the anniversary ones. So maybe that's why. I don't know. I don't know. So what's over here? Complete. Okay. I guess that's it from me today. I am happy with where I'm at. Now to redirect, hold on. Let me check. Wonder if this works. Let me see if this works. This work? raid into someone's channel like that. I think I have to go. I'll allow you to raid at this time. Hold on. Where is Hanamiya V? Hanamiya. Hey, I found channel manually. So I will raid into Hanamiya VT's channel. Thank you for the suggestion, Anna. And thank you so much for joining me today. Yes, I was very liberated. I feel like today was good. And I will raid into Hanamiya's stream. Thank you so much for joining my stream. And have a good night, everybody. Bye bye. Okay, I've been trying to read Hanamiya, and I think she disabled like people that she don't know or like other channels from her. So you can either just go there and say hi, or maybe I'll just find someone married. I'm actually looking for someone to raid. Okay, this is gonna take some time because Hanamiya is not allowing for raids, so I can't raid into Hanamiya. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. There's actually like quite a lot of people streaming HONKAI STAR RAIL right now, so like I have my picks, but like I'm like a little bit picky. I guess I'm a little bit picky. Okay, I think this is a Indonesian channel. So they're playing the story right now. So just go there, say hi, and be nice.